Hello. Welcome to MR.SNACKS Soul Cafe. My name is Tiana. And our host tonight is Hiroshi. Here he is.
Thank you, Tiana. Good to be here. Another podcast. Just a while ago, Tiana, I noticed you were on the side there laughing. Like something happened?
Well, you know, I got my first laugh in a laundromat when I obeyed a sign that said, When the machine stops, remove all your clothes.
Well, I wasn't there, but reminds me about marriage. Marriage starts with passion and ends with laundry, doesn't it? Well, anyway, Tiana, you look a little different today. Notice you don't have any makeup on. It's a new thing.
Very good. Hiroshi, I don't put on makeup every day. I use that time to clean my rifle.
Oh, it's great use of your time. All right. Very good, Tiana. So we're going to deal with today, the mind, the illusion of the mind. We're going to get into it here. Well, to begin with, the mind does not exist. It has this apparent shadow-like existence, Mind is thoughts only in this imaginal space. They have a dream stuff quality when you look at them, So thoughts do not exist, even though they appear to exist. And what I mean by non-existence, I mean they have no solidity, no tangibility. They're not permanent. They come and go. Sort of like a dream. When you're dreaming, you're surrounded by forest or people, a lion, or whatever it is in your dream. But when you wake up, you realize you were dreaming. They're gone. So that's what I mean by they have a dream quality when you observe them. So when you awaken from a dream, the dreamed images disappear, right? And so you know they're not real. So this waking state, we assume that we're awake and that's real. The waking state comes and goes, right? It goes when you fall asleep. It goes when you're maybe doing drugs or you get drunk and out of your mind. When you take a fall, you hit on the head. And definitely it goes when your body dies. And if everything's an illusion, then even death is an illusion. There's no death. Everything is energy, constantly transforming. And as we all know, energy can neither be created nor destroyed. So it's always present, right? So this energy doesn't die. It just transforms constantly from one moment to the next. Transforms from one form to the other. All right, so down the rabbit hole a little deeper here. Follow me on this one, okay? The mind, illusory as it is, has one major thought. And this thought is the thought I. See, the mind creates the thought I. It is that the I thought that we refer to all day long. All of us do. And rightfully so. Nothing wrong with it. And we refer to all day long as what? Me or I. I'm going to the store. I'm waking up. I'm tired. There is no I that the I thought refers to. No I. Follow me? That is, there is no object that is I existing separate from other objects, separate from other people or places or things. There's no ego that the I thought refers to, although it feels that way in life. There's no separation between these objects, right? Because all there is energy. Everything is energy. But the mind's function is to divide and separate. And we've been through this before, like happiness, sadness, excuse me, good versus evil, right, wrong. You take happiness and sadness. Happiness is just minimal sadness. Sadness is minimal happiness. They are one. Can the heads and tails be separated on a coin? So there is only this I thought. It's like a name with no person that name points to. Excuse me. You think you, I as a subject, exist, but there's no you. There's no I as subject. The I is just an I thought only. It has no existence in itself except as a thought. This is so difficult to grasp because of our conditioning. I struggled with this for a long time. So this great realization or discovery is that you do not exist. You exist, but it isn't, like the illusion, right? Illusion doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It does exist, but not how you think it does, not in the way your mind says it does. So there is no I or ego that exists. There's no me. The I is, the I thou is a false duality. Me, you is a duality. Just like in and out is a duality. But of course, we have to live in this manifestation and communicate. So we use words and we'll use the personal pronouns. I, me, you, where you going? I'm Hiroshi. But with this realization, the I is seen through. You realize that it's just a belief, this I. But when you look at it, just ponder this. Like I said, it was very difficult. Struggled with this for a long time. This is all a dream created by the mind, a story. So what happens? All human problems come from the belief that you're this separate body mind. So once you see you do not exist in this way, then steadiness happens. There's nothing for you to do. Just got to look at this. See for yourself. So the I, the me, the mine, right? Mine is, this is mine. This car is mine. The house is mine. The money is mine. Are all creations of the mind. So when you abide, when you live behind the mind, not using your mind as a reference point, then the triad there, the I, me, and mine, loses all meaning. I think someone said that the mind is an excellent, a great servant, but a terrible master. There's nothing wrong with the mind. It's functioning just perfectly. Like I said in another clip, let the thoughts come. They will, but give them no attention. Because the mind is a trap. It's really hell. I got so sick and tired of being sick and tired, and just every day realizing the problems that I thought I had, were all mental. All of it. No problems in deep sleep. You notice? So even the body is an instrument for perception and action. It's not you. The mind is not you. You are what is aware of the thoughts. You are what is aware of the body. So yes, there's this body-mind organism, apparatus, but no entity to do anything. As Buddha said, deeds are done, things are being done, but there's no doer. This pollution is adding to it. The pollution of I am this, I am that. This is the source of all the dissatisfactions, the frustrations, the problems, the troubles in life. One perceives objects through what? The senses. One perceives the senses through the mind, right? What is it that perceives the mind? What is it that perceives the thoughts? So the mind is not anything in itself. It's a function. It's a process. So when thought and feeling are absent, the mind cannot exist. So what perceives the mind is only consciousness. When it is clear that you're not the mind, you will no longer be concerned with the mind's contents. Why? Because you know once you get involved with the mind, you give attention to it, it always leads to some disappointment, discontent, misery. That's the trap. It's never going to find the solution to the problem, because I is the problem. So what's the conclusion to all this? Well, is there an end to all this? Yes, it ends when you're no longer interested in getting anything or wanting anything. I know that's huge. Once that drops away, there's no longer interest in the things of the world. I think it was Jesus that said that you're in the world, but not of it. You're here in this manifestation, but you're not involved with it. So all of this is an illusion. It seems real. It really does. How do you break free of it? All conscious efforts to get rid or break free of the illusion is part of the illusion. It's part of the story. So as long as you're imprisoned by your imagination or your things of your mind, the illusion continues. Right? Freedom is the absence of all these, your opinions and your beliefs and preferences and your dreams and what you want. Yes. Wow, that's huge. And about happiness, I tell you, you can be happy in the world only when you are free of it. All right? And that's tough because we don't want to give up what we've been conditioned to believe in. Like, for example, the American dream or making America great again. You know, and there's nothing wrong with saying that. But if it doesn't happen, then there's disappointment. There's an expectation. And it's just not making America great again. How about with my musician friends? You know, oh, we don't like the music today. Bring back the way it was. You know, the music business as it was before, not as it is right now. We have a tendency to look back at life, our lives, the way they were before. It was better back then. Excuse me. And one thing, everything is one. Energy is oneness, you see? And even life and death are together and never separate. Really. You can't find life alone or death alone. They live together. They die together. So what is grieved was, say, the passing of a loved one. So it is both. It's the celebration and the memories of that person's life, what they did, and the love you have for them, the love they had for you, the closeness that was there. Beautiful memories. Life embraces both the grief and it embraces also the brilliance, the fantastic feeling that you had the opportunity in life to know that person, for them to know you. So this life, this aliveness is a singular flow of light and sound, energy, that projects illusory actions separate from each other. Life is a miracle. It's a mystery. Can't figure it out. We can only figure out and understand the illusion, not the real. And the body and the mind happen to you, but you are neither.
Thanks for joining us at Mr. Snacks Soul Cafe.